שבשמיים שייתן מלבך אבסוי וירסוי ותהיה יראת השם על פניך כל ימי חייך.
יהי רצון מלפני אבינו שבשמיים שייתן בלבך אהבתו ויראתו ותהיה יראת השם על פניך כל ימי חייך, וייתן לך בנים ובנות, צדיקים וצדיקות, עסוקים בתורה ובמצוות כל ימיהם. May it be the will of our Father in heaven that He will instill in your hearts His love and reverence. May the fear of Hashem be on your face for all of our days. May He grant you righteous sons and daughters who engage in Torah and mitzvot.
In the small town of Tarnow, Poland, during the years of World War II, over 800 children were killed by the Nazis. Parents being put on trains to concentration camps were separated from the children, who were brought to this forest, where they were shot and killed before their lives had barely begun. Children with hopes and dreams, goals and achievements, a plan for the future.
Sophia Zander. She lived in Tarnow, Poland with her husband and 2 children. One day, she went out to buy bread to feed her family, and when she returned, her husband and 2 children had been taken by the Nazis.
Today is your day. You're off to great places. You're off and away. You have goals to achieve at just 8 years old. You have the world to conquer. You just have to be bold. You can be a ballerina and twinkle and spin. You'll blow the world away from the moment you begin. You can take any path you want. The whole earth is open to you. You can do anything you desire, even work in the zoo. You could work in a school and be a great teacher. You'll grow up big and tall to be a magnificent creature. Oh, the places you'll go. You're on your way up. You'll be seeing great sights. You'll reach unimaginable heights. Except when you don't, because sometimes you won't. I'm sorry to say, but sadly it's true, that bang-ups and hang-ups can happen to you.
Today is your day. You're off to great places. You're off and away. You have brains in your head. You have feet in your shoes. When you're just 10 years old, you can go any direction you choose. You can be a soccer player, just one of the many. Sports you enjoy, you love, you could really choose any. You could go into medicine and learn to save lives. Become a smart doctor, saving children, husbands, and wives. You can move out to the west, become a mighty cowboy. You can be whatever you want, anything that you enjoy. Oh, the places you'll go. Wherever you fly, you'll be the best of the best. Wherever you go, you'll top all the rest. Except when you don't, because sometimes you won't. I'm sorry to say, but sadly it's true, that bang-ups and hang-ups can happen to you.
There were, thank God, a few survivors of the town of Tarnow. Kalman Goldberg was born on May 25, 1923. Kalman was the son of a factory worker and one of 7 children. When the war broke out, he was taken away by the Nazis to Plazov, instead of being killed right away in Tarnow. Kalman survived the war by continually being transported to different camps. He emigrated to the United States in 1946.
Martin Spett was born in 1928 in Tarnow. During the first roundup of Jews to be killed in Tarnow, Martin and his family hid in an attic. His family remained hiding in the attic for the next 2 roundups. Because Martin's mother was a United States citizen, his family was going to be traded by the U.S. for captured German soldiers. The war, however, ended before his trade took place. Martin emigrated to the United States in 1947.
Ellen Dorman, as she is known today, was born on December 28, 1926, in Tarnow, Poland. She was an only child, lovingly called Atusha by her parents. Atusha's father was a roofer, but he also taught her how to sew and mend clothing. When the war broke out, her father managed to get Polish papers for her mother. Atusha's mother risked her life to smuggle food and anything else she could into the ghetto. On one of these dangerous trips, her mother was discovered and killed by a Nazi guard. In September 1943, Atusha, her father, and her friend Frania were sent to Plazov. In 1944, she was separated from her father, who was sent to Gross-Rosen. Atusha and Frania were sent to Auschwitz, where they survived by becoming tailors for the Nazis. After the war ended, Atusha married Victor Dorman, and they emigrated to the United States in 1946. A year later, they had their first son.
Colin Goldberg, Martin Svet, and Elman Dorman went on to live long and meaningful lives. They moved to new places, got new jobs, and began to start new. They started families, going on to have children, grandchildren, and even great-grandchildren. From these 3 survivors alone, a whole community was born. Their children started their own families and went on to have their own children, having an unimaginable effect on the growth and success of the Jewish people. When the Nazis killed Jewish children, they did not just murder just innocent kids. They stopped thousands and thousands of Jews from being born. They cut off the lines of the Jewish people. But that won't stop us from continuing on. Imagine the world if just one more of the 25,000 Jews of Tarnow survived, instead of just 300.
You can get all hung up in a prickly perch, and your gang will fly on. You'll be left in a lurch. You'll come down from that lurch with an unpleasant bump, and the chances are you'll end up in a slump. And when you're in a slump, you're not in for much fun. Unslumping yourself is not easily done. But on you will go, though the weather be foul. On you will go, though the enemies prowl. On you will go, though the Nazis howl. Onward up a frightening creek, though your arms may get sore and your sneakers may leak. On and on you will hike, and I know you'll hike far, and conquer all problems, whatever they are. And will you succeed? Yes, you will indeed. 98.75% guaranteed.
Please join us in blowing up your balloons and tying them to the fence of the
בשמיים שייתן בלבך אבוסוי ויגוסוי ותהיה יראת השם על פניך כל ימי חייך ויראתוי מלפני אבינו שבשמיים שייתן